This is the Philippines, guys. Philippines. Super, super, super not dangerous. Super safe. Super quiet at the moment, but get these motorcycles through here, then they start getting a little bit loud. But anyway, the Philippines. So it's been a long day. I've been out walking like crazy today. I don't know how many hours I walked. Probably, I don't know, 5, 6. Let me see, what time is it? 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock at night. I think I walked about 6 hours. Maybe 7. I think I've been out here walking for, let's see, what time did I leave? Yeah, most of the time that I've been gone out here. So yeah, I've been walking about 6, 7 hours, about 7 hours almost. Anyway, I'm here to pick up some food for Eve. And I was just hanging out with these younger crew, a younger crew in BGC. And the reason I did that is because they were also vloggers themselves. This bunch of younger crew. So we're gonna walk into Uncle John's and I pick up food for Eve. I hope they have it in here. Michael, how's it going, Michael? Good day to you. Do we have food? Oh my gosh. We don't have much food here. So we're gonna go try a different Uncle John's. You enjoyed the date video. Yeah, you know, I went a little bit too fast on it. I should have done better with it, really. But I think it was pretty good. I give it probably like a C plus, B minus, maybe a B minus. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed it. What's up, Akash? My super Indian Padre. Indian Padre. Is that a word over in India too? I know Padre is what they use in Mexico. I don't know about there. But anyway, guys, I was out here hanging out with some young, cool crew that was also making videos here in BGC. And yeah, actually, I made a video with one of them. He's an interesting guy. He's from Africa. A lot younger than me. And then a bunch of Filipinos that were also doing vlogs as well, doing videos. A lot of their stuff is short stuff though. But anyway, I didn't get that word. Padre? Let's see, who's this? SK Gray, what's up, man? How you doing? Where you from? And Kailia, what's up? How you doing? Where you at? Where's the people in here? I know Akash and I know Michael, the Radford guy, Michael. And yeah, Michael, let me know if you ever get any good news, bro, or if you need some assistance with something. Let's see. Akash says, I have a friend from Ethiopia through YouTube Live. You know, I think I've only met one person from Ethiopia in my live stream. I can't remember their name. Clint TV, what's up? How's it going? Where's everybody from? Clint TV, Kalia V. Everyone in my world will know when I get the appointment I'm trying to get. Yeah, I figured that would probably happen, bro. So, let's see where we're at. You know, I decided to ask one girl out here to do an interview. And that didn't go very good. I think I'm gonna have to get me a cool younger guy to talk to some of those younger ladies. Anyway, yeah, I went over to her. She was like, no, no, no. I was like, okay, okay, chill. You know, I mean, it's not like I do some of the crazy interviews like some of these people do. Just do stuff to help people learn about the Philippines. So here we go inside another Uncle John's. We're gonna try to get some food in here. Try to bring it home to Eve. Yeah, I know. It sucked. All right, we got some food. We got some chicken. That's cool. Man, these drinks are good. Let's see, Joel. What's up? How you doing, Joel? I think Joel's from Philippines, I believe. I know a Joel that was from the Philippines. I don't know if it's the same Joel. Let's see. Popular here in the Philippines. Very popular. Let's see. This is, dude, H2O. I'll just say H2O. Where you from, bro? Ooh, they might have my cheesy curls in here. Let's see. Yes, they do. Dude, looks like the price went up on these things, huh? Anyway. Yeah, price went up to, I think they were like 20 something last time I got them. And now it's like 30 pesos, so it's like 50 cents. I might as well get some water. I've been out here too long. I'll get some water to go with this. 14 pesos. I wonder if that's the best deal. There's not much water in there though. Trying to find something else. Take care, Joel. Thank you. And here we go. Hi.
What can you say?
There are some views.
Take your bug, sir.
Appreciate it. No, I'm good. Thank you. So here's the food that's already cooked up. That I'm going to get some of that in a little bit and take it to Eve. She's going to be eating some of that for lunch tomorrow. Plus, I'm going to have some of that for lunch too. So I'll have it. We'll do it in the fridge, and then tomorrow we can do it in the microwave and have some of that for lunch. But first, I'm going to eat this snack out here. We have some seats and chairs and stuff. Stay on live. So interesting night. Like I said, I met a bunch of vloggers, younger guys. Tried to do an interview with some young girl. I'm guessing she was maybe 19. You know, I don't like really talking to girls that are too young, but you know, sometimes you just don't have much choice. You know, I prefer something like 20 something or maybe even 30 something or 40 something. A lot of them out here are with their family. She was by herself, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Anyway, so yeah, these here are really awesome. They're like Cheetos back in the US. Cheese curls, and get 2 bags for $1 basically, tax included. Happy, what's up? Hi, it's almost midnight. I know, bro. Almost. I've been walking about 7 hours today, man. It's been crazy. Anyway. I think I'm gonna have to reinvent myself a little bit. I think I'm starting to look pretty old and grumpy and creepy. I'm gonna have to sort of clean up It fits up maybe. Maybe I should get some new glasses, some cool glasses, something. I don't know. But I'm just not as cool as I was a year ago, bro. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Someone was telling me that there was an assassination attempt. I think it was this morning, last night in the U.S. Is that true? Any interesting news going on? I heard that, but I don't know if it's true. Like about 12 hours ago, or 14 hours ago, something like that. Sometime this week, I gotta go pick up my ACR card. That will be over in what is it called? I think it's Taguig or Makati. Yeah, one of those areas where SMR is. You're on High Street right now because when I got caught still not asleep, I'd be in serious trouble. Oh, no, you're not on High Street. I thought you were on High Street, BGC. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me read it again. Hi, I'm on high alert right now because when I get caught still not asleep, I'd be in serious trouble. Oh, okay. You're over in the Philippines, happy. Rebecca, what's up? How you doing, Rebecca? I'm sorry that I said hello. I'm supposed to say hello. Why? Hello, Rebecca. How you doing? Rebecca Shepherd, where you from? Must be a truth or dare or something. I'm hoping somebody will walk by that'd be interested to talk to and stuff like that. You know, somebody be open to talking. We can get on camera. Just anybody. Anyway, these cheese curls, really good. They're made by Jack and Jill. I'm good from the UK. UK, how's the UK going? You liking it? Man, I done worked up an appetite today. 7 hours of walking out here in the Philippines. Turn all chat messages on so nothing gets filtered out. There we go. So I can see everybody's messages when they come in. Rebecca said, I had this before. They're so good. Oh, you got these in the UK? I've never seen these until I got here to the Philippines. I'm originally from USA. Never seen them before. Karma Buddy says, recent name change. I used to be Radford Guy. Bro, are you serious? Now you're changing to Karma Buddy GSD. I like the Karma Buddy. I'm just trying to figure out what GSD is. Good God save something? I don't know. Rebecca says good. It's burning outside. Yeah, it's been pretty hot today. It got up to 35 degrees Celsius here where I'm at. Oh, German Shepherd dog. Karma Buddy German Shepherd dog.
I know.
Oh, I got you. Michael, are you is part of your family German? I think part of mine's German, England, and maybe Italian. German, England, and Italian. I want to add the Italian in there. I don't know if it's really Italian. I like to add it anyway. Yeah, you had these. What's your favorite snacks, guys? When y'all are snacking, what do y'all like to eat? I like to eat these things. Bananas too. Bananas are cool. Uh, I thought they might need a place to sit down. I was going to move that table over for them. So, who is GST? It was GSD, German Shepherd Dog. That's Michael from Radford, Virginia. Virginia, USA. I think I ate too much junk today, to be honest with you. Samos, bro, you're my man. Thank you, sir. I'm going to screenshot it this time because I think I forgot to screenshot it last time. Appreciate that. Rebecca says, yeah, when I stand outside, oh, thank you, Samos. Appreciate it. Yeah, when I stand outside, my feet, they were burning. I ran inside so quick. Yeah, it's been super hot. Samos, I was saying, it's like 35 degrees Celsius out here in Manila. Karma Michael says Irish, British, and a little bit of German, typical 1800s immigrant to the USA. Rebecca likes the Doritos. They got all kinds of Doritos. Are you like a normal Doritos person, or you like one of the other ones? I personally myself, I'm into the normal Doritos. I did this really cool interview not long ago, guys. A guy over in Africa who's been living here for like 10 years. When I get back to my hotel, I might put that one out, or I might put out the native girl, or I might put something else out. I don't know exactly. I got to get it ready though, really fast, whatever I put out, because I need to get it out there. Karma says, oh, question that came up with a conversation with Lily tonight. What Philippine chip cracker has a similar flavor profile as goldfish? Yeah, did she have an answer for you? Because personally, I don't know, but I can go in there and try to figure it out. I can go look at them. Did she give an answer for something that, has she ever had the goldfish? Nope. Was hoping you could help on that. I'll go inside and see if I can find some. My daughter used to eat a lot of those, but yeah, I just love these things here. I love Doritos too, by the way, Rebecca. Yeah, Doritos are really good. Really, I prefer some freaking tortilla chips with a bunch of salsa, and dip those tortilla chips in the salsa. My goodness, I miss that, bro. The spicy ones. I had a feeling you were going to say spicy. Michael said she hasn't. The funny question she asked when I showed them to her was, "Is that for you or the cats?" Yeah, I think they have a. Don't they have a cat on the thing? I think there's a cat on the packaging. She thought the fish-shaped cracker was cat food. Or maybe it's just a goldfish on the packaging. It's either, maybe they don't have a cat. I don't know. Is there a cat on the packaging? I'm not sure. One really cool thing out here in BGC, they got a bunch of vehicles lined up. And I thought about doing a video about it. I don't know if it would get many views, though. But anyway, there's a bunch of the videos that are BMW vehicle cars, you know, different models of cars. And they also have a bunch of motorcycles that are made by BMW as well. I mean, the crowd out there is liking it. They're loving it and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if a video would be that great with it. Anyway, just goldfish, no cat. Oh, okay. Where are you now, Mike? Yeah, I'm barely in BGC right now. I'm at a. Let me show you some. I'll show you where I'm at. I'm gonna go in here and be buying some food, some lunch for tomorrow, for me and Eve. Eve, she didn't feel like walking. I've been walking for 7 hours today, but this is where I'm at, Uncle John's. I walked to one of the malls. I walked all over BGC, all over High Street. I'm out walking and I'm trying to get some ideas and new videos to do. And yeah, anyway, that's my life, bro. Vehicles and women get views, Mike. Yeah, I think that it might do pretty good. So I think I will go back out there sometime. They're going to have those vehicles out there probably. My guess would be probably for about 3 or 4 weeks, probably. So I'll make a video out of it eventually. I thought it was pretty cool, the motorcycles they had out there. They're not small ones. And you usually see small ones in the Philippines. But today there was a lot of people around those vehicles, so it was hard to, try to get to them because it's Sunday. So I'll go back when it's not so crazy. So anyway. How long have you been live, Mike? Not long, about 20 minutes. Yep. How you doing, Samos? Samos, you were over there and it's about lunchtime. You and Michael, y'all are both in the time zone. Michael is now Karma Buddy. Karma Buddy German Shepherd dog. I gotta remember to go check on the goldfish in a second. And I'm gonna go grab the lunch for me and Eve tomorrow. You'll be able to see what they sell inside this convenience store. It's already cooked. Already cooked. They got some Filipino stuff in there, and they got some fried chicken and chicken fillets. Cool name. Yeah, the Karma Buddy. I don't want to keep eating in front of you guys, so I'm going to stop in a second. I'll take the rest of these home. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll throw the rest of these in the pocket. And we'll go back to business. Have you visited the Mine Museum? I'm glad you brought that up, Lynn. Couple things. Mine Museum. Michael, I believe that's the one you were talking about, right? The Mine Museum. And where did you say that Mine Museum was, Michael? Because there's one right here in BGC. I just got through walking by it. I think you said there was one over there in the Malati near Manila Bay. I think you said there's one over there. Either way, brother, you're human. Happy says, I'm so unlucky because I cannot send $75. You're funny, bro. Well, I hope you're rich one day, bro. Yeah, near BGC. I haven't been inside of it, but I walk by it all the time. And I was going to tell Michael about it. Because, yeah, the Mine Museum in BGC. Yeah, I say, Michael, if you can, check it out. I mean, this whole BGC area is really nice, and I suggest anybody that comes to the Philippines to visit BGC. This spot here is not, I mean, it's almost 12 o'clock at night right now. And it's not like the super busy area of BGC. I just got through leaving that area. And I talked to the guy from Africa over there. Nigeria, to be exact. Okay, now we're going to go inside and get the meals for tomorrow. So they do sell also rice. So you'll see that. So here we go. Yep, get some of this spicy fried chicken. And we got lumpia over here. These things. Empanadas. Korean dogs. What do you think's the best in here? What do you think's the best?
Chicken.
The chicken fillet?
No, just this one.
That
Spicy
chicken? Yeah. I had this.
And then this one.
I had this chicken fillet for lunch today. They do it with either bread or with rice. I had the one with bread today for lunch earlier. But let's see. I keep showing everything. So yeah, there's the empanadas. Basically, oh, I'm sorry. So basically, these empanadas, you can get like two of these for $1.
Isang maanghang, tapos isang hindi. That's the long ones.
I hardly ever mess with these things here. I haven't been too crazy about them. But anyway, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to walk over to see about the goldfish. Looks yummy. Yeah, it is, bro. It's one of Eve's favorite places to get food. You know, like I went to Burger King and she's like, "Can I stop at Uncle John's and get the fried chicken?" But let's see if we got any goldfish in here. These are pretty tasty. These chocolate filled, they say crackers, but they're basically like cookies. This is a good company, Goldilocks. So they make different things like the popcorn and so forth. And goldfish is what we're looking for. Goldfish. These I recommend. The multi-grain snacks. They remind me of something over in the U.S. I can't remember the name of those crackers, multi-grain crackers. Every time I get them, I'm thinking I'm eating healthy. There they are too. So that whole bag there is cheaper than $1. That's a lot in there too. Well, actually, no. This one is higher than $1. This one's cheaper than $1. Yeah. There's the Doritos. I don't know if they sell anything like goldfish or not. These are tasty. Potato fries. They got different flavors. Ooh, these are like bugles. I've never seen these before. Yeah, these are like bugles. I'm surprised. You know, my bet, Michael, is they probably do make what you're talking about somewhere. Might need a few more bucks for food. Sure, bro. I really like the Cocoa Moby. Is that Cheez-It? I see. Cheez-It. Oh, yeah, they have Cheez-It here. Yeah. Yeah, they have Cheez-It. Let's see. Where's Cheez-It at? I don't see it, but I know they have it. Pringles is very popular over here. And Michael from Virginia, he was looking for those fish things, goldfish. But I've never seen any, but I'm sure some company has had the idea to create something similar, I'm sure. I would think so. but I haven't seen any anywhere. Got prawn. A lot of people with these prawn crackers. Keep it up. You're awesome, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let me screenshot that. You're amazing, bro. You are amazing. I appreciate all the love. Um, People like these things, but I tried them. I don't really care for them. They're called ding dongs, but the Filipinos, I think they like them. And I'm going to tell you right now, the nuts over here are a lot different. I'm not too crazy about the nuts here compared to the U.S. nuts. Hold on, what we got here, bro? Fish crackers. I don't know if that's going to taste like those fish crackers, and it don't look like it. It don't look like goldfish. But I did find that, Michael. Yellow bag, second shelf up to the right. You talking about these? That one? The prawn crackers? Right above the Cocoa Moby? Cocoa Moby. Let me see. Cocoa Moby. Oh, right here. Oh, okay. Let's see. So we've got, you got roller coasters, you got pods, you got the cheese rings. I guess you're talking about these with the mouse. Yeah, there's the Mobies. And then you got rice crackers. Thank you, Samos. You ever heard of goldfish? Yeah, I don't think they have. I don't think they have it in Uncle John's, but maybe it's somewhere. Choco Moby. That's the only ones that I know that you're talking about. You know, that Choco Moby is. I guess that's what you're talking about. Thanks for looking. Yeah, sorry, bro. I wish I could find it for you, but no luck. But I mean, I'm gonna say probably most of these snacks I really don't care for. I've tasted a lot of different variations of this stuff. I mean, the taste over here, the taste buds are a lot different than our taste buds. Now let's check out if there's anything else interesting to see in here. Here's different drinks they have in the coolers. Plenty of, you know what? And these are really good. They got fruit flavored water, and I like this. It's sort of like drinking lemonade in a way. Yep, they're really good. And then you got all your essential daily items there. Plenty of, you even got monsters over here. Excuse me. And so now I'm going to wait in line. As far as these drinks, very popular is Alfonso in the Philippines. People love to eat ramen over here too. We have a lot of ramen restaurants out here. Now your tomato sauces. This one I think is going to be your American, and then this is going to be that Filipino taste. I cannot take that. I didn't like this either, but I think this is the one I like. Just to let you know, it's a big difference in flavor. Okay. You're welcome. And Samo said, Mike, I have never seen you drink alcohol. Not a drinker. Last time I had a drink was about 2 months ago, and it was one beer. It was one Red Horse. Yeah, so special occasions. It was a birthday party. Yeah. Just waiting in line to purchase this item. Oh, they got tequila. Yeah, one thing I don't want to do is become somebody dependent on alcohol.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to get the spicy fried chicken, the wing.
One piece only.
Yeah, one piece only with rice. Yeah,
Wings.
yeah, the wing.
Gravy, sir.
Yeah, some gravy. Yeah.
Takeout, sir. Takeout, sir.
I'll get takeout. Let me get these two here too.
One, sir.
Two with rice. Yeah, I'm gonna get another box
Another box.
with these two spicy.
2 piece, sir.
Yeah, the 2-piece. So here we go. You just got
Gravy, sir.
2-piece.
Gravy?
No gravy. No gravy.
No gravy.
No gravy.
Spoons.
Hold on one second. At Samos, I'm gonna pay for this. So here's the price: 287 pesos for our lunch tomorrow, which is about $4 and something. One, two.
Spoon and fork, sir.
Yes, please. There you go. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
That's okay. I have a broken hand.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I don't have a broken hand. Stupid joke.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Thank you. All right. Would you say Philippines drink a lot? Or Filipinos? First, I would do your first thing that you said. You said I buy electrolyte powders to put my water. Do they sell them there? I haven't seen them here, but if you go to one of the fancier grocery stores, they probably have it there. But most of the Philippines, you're not going to be able to find them. You could go on Shopee. You probably get them there where they'll deliver it to your door. So if you're out in the province and you go online and buy some stuff that way, they probably can find them on there through Shopee. And there's another company too, but I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, there's a couple online shopping companies, so you could probably get them through there. You know what? A drugstore might have that too. Now I think about it, a big drugstore, they probably sell it. One of the big ones though. Let's see. And would I say Filipinos drink a lot? I say it really depends. It really depends on the Filipina. Out of the, say, 80 Filipinas that I dated, that I met, I would probably say, and most of them were 20-something years old, I would probably say that, yeah, I'd say at least half of them. Of course, a lot of them were college girls that were like partying type girls. So probably about half, I'd say about half of them, or maybe 55%. Probably about 55% of them were drinkers. But maybe half of them were big drinkers. And that 55%, I'd say about half of them were big drinkers and half of them was occasional drinkers. Let's see. There you go. So I think I said everything. Yeah. Or brought up everything. Anyway, we're going to start walking back now. Man, I didn't even drink any of my water. That's crazy. I should probably stop and drink some of this water. was that? Look at that. I got a freaking Lamborghini. A Lamborghini just went by here. Yeah, yellow lamb. And I don't know what kind of sports car that other one was. Let's see, Lily drank in her 20s, stopped in her 30s. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of them do. What Michael just mentioned. They're drinkers in their 20s and then they calm down and chill when they're in their 30s. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say at least half of them were drinkers. Now, the ones in their 30s that I dated, which there was some of those. One of them was Eve. She's in her 30s. And there was maybe two more. I'm trying to remember how many I dated in their 30s. Out of the 80, there was probably like maybe 2 or 3 that I dated in their 30s. And I picked, I winded up with Eve. But anyway, none of them are drinkers. Yeah. I can only think of 2 right now, bro. Out of the 80, I think there was 3 though. I just can't think of who it was. If I could think of who it was, then I could tell you if they drunk or not. But I can't remember if it was one more. Anyway, Michael says I wouldn't want to drive a Lambo in the Philippines, not just for the size of the vehicle. I'd be scared some motorbike would use me as a ramp to jump. That's funny, bro. Let's see if we got any other wild vehicles flying by here. Now that the streets are quiet and everything, you got some people that want to fly down the road. That guy, I don't know if he's a food delivery guy. It looks like he's a food delivery guy. The one that was on the bicycle. Yeah, food delivery is awesome out here. You can use Grab to get food delivered. You can also use Panda. Food Panda, I think is the name of it. It depends on your location though. Where we were living out there in the middle of nowhere, actually the pizza place and McDonald's I think delivered, but the fee was, a little bit, it was more than I wanted to pay. And plus, I like to get out of the house and go places. I don't like staying in the house all the time. Eve's the opposite. She likes to stay home all the time. Samo said, did you date any single moms? I remember you saying one. Yeah, definitely I dated one. Definitely dated one. Trying to remember how many. Right now I could think of one. There's that other one that was trying to get money, so that was 2. Oh, there was another one. Yeah, she had 2 kids. But she was awesome, bro. She was awesome. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, that girl was awesome. But she had 2 kids. And there was that one that I met that had 5 kids. But I didn't know anything about her having kids. So yeah, it was, I would say, I dated some. I probably dated maybe 7, 8. Yeah, probably about 10%. Yeah, probably about 10% had at least, 1 kid. Because 10% of 80 is 8, right? So we'll go with 8. I don't know if it was that high though. I'd say it was somewhere between 4 and 8. I know it was at least 2, 3, 4, at least 4. But me trying to think about everything right now is a little bit tough to remember every single person, But I know at least 4, yeah. And it probably wasn't even 8. It was probably less than 8. So probably somewhere between 4 and 6 or 4 and 7. Let's see. I had good experience with Food Panda and Cebu. Yeah, they're awesome. Food Panda, Grab is awesome. You can even set up your card in the app. So whenever they come, just remember, don't give them cash. You know, it's already paid for. So whoever walks out there grabs the food. Just remember you already paid for it. The only problem with that, I notice, is that there's an international fee that gets taken. I think it's through my card company when I do that. So I recommend trying to make cash payments if you want to not have any international fee when you buy the food. And I can't stand little extra fees, bro. I hate them with a passion. Let's see. I recall the 5-kid one. Yeah, that was a trip. I didn't when I met her and dated her, and we had a great time. She never told me about the 5 kids till everything, and then I was like, because it was the same day, bro. It was the same freaking day, you know. Somebody hooked me up with her. I didn't know anything about her. She was hot. I think we had a drink. All of a sudden, boom. And she was so hot. I was like, what the heck? But anyway, and then she says she has 5 kids. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, and I said, that's why you're still single. You know, because you look amazing. But that's why you got 5 kids, because you look amazing. And that's also why you're single, because you got 5 kids. Yeah. And well, they're probably the 2 that just passed by. I think they might be high school kids. So I'm not gonna show anything on those. I think they're like 17, 18, something like that. But anyway, I was about to show some girls that were walking by. I think they're too young though. Here's a bus. Try to show you all different things. You know, I mean, that's my job, to try to show you all stuff as much as possible. But anyway, like I showed the chicken earlier. Can a foreigner get a Gcash account there? Yeah, I think basically you can use your passport, and I tried to do it and it was having some difficult time. I'm gonna try again though. I should be able to do it. I just gotta try it again. We paid with Lily's Gcash. Yeah, Gcash is another way to make payments too. That's a good idea too. Yeah, you can use Gcash. Matter of fact, I wanted to get a card for the bus here, and they only took 2 things. They only took 2 things. They took Gcash and they took MasterCard. They wouldn't take any of the pesos I had. You know, here I am. I got plenty of pesos in my pocket, but I couldn't use pesos to buy the freaking bus ticket. And the thing about Gcash that I don't like, is whenever I think when you put money in it, there's a fee. I'm trying to remember. Do you know, Michael? I think when you add money to it, I think there's a 35 peso fee, I believe. And I didn't want to add much money. I only wanted to add maybe 200 pesos. So I'm sort of pissed, you know. When I had 200 pesos, I got paid 35 pesos to add it. That's why I can't stand all these freaking little fees they have for stuff. And a lot of it's foreign fees whenever you use cards and all that kind of mess too. Can a foreigner get a okay, I'm going to try to set up a Gcash account. Again, I've already tried to do it one time, but I'll try to do it again. How far is home, Mike? Yeah, Eve would say that I'm living dangerous by doing this walk at 12 o'clock at night, walking home. but it's going to be about 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes, the walk. Yeah, about 12 minutes, really. That's an incredible uterus to have 5 kids, bro. That's funny, man. Michael says, I pay a small fee through World Remit when I add pesos to Lily's Gcash. Yeah, I do the same thing. Maybe it's the 35 pesos. You usually do it in 6,000 increments. Yeah. Well, it would make more sense to pay 35 pesos for 6,000. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see a few people out here walking around. Lynn says, I think you need a Philippines telephone number for Gcash. You know, that might have been the reason, Lynn. At the time, maybe I couldn't remember my phone number or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but once again, I'll try it again. I do have a Philippines phone number. I still got my American phone number. By the way, I pay $20 to Spectrum every month in order to keep that American phone number. I figured I might need it for any kind of business reasons, you know, for the banks, for if I was to look for work over here in the USA, for my resume and so forth. So, and I don't want to get rid of the number either. I like the phone number. I don't want to start over. So I'm still paying $20 a month for that phone number back in the USA. And here's the thing. It was, when I first came over, it was like, man, it's loud out here. These freaking motorcycles. When I first came over, it was like $55 or something like that, or more. And then I started thinking, oh, I'll just get it lowered to the lowest plan. So I got in touch with Spectrum and I got them to lower it down to the $20 plan. Let's see. Hey, y'all, what's good, man? What's up, McConaughey? All right. It's McConaughey back in the house. How you doing, brother? Wise Eve say it's dangerous to walk there because she's from the province, bro. You know, I mean, it's 12 o'clock at night and I'm in a big city, you know, really. So, yeah, I guess there is a possibility because even though this is a pretty decent area where I'm at, you know, you got neighborhoods and other areas that could, you know, somebody might leave that neighborhood and come over here to try to cause trouble. You never know. So you still need to be wary if you're out here walking by yourself at 12 o'clock. Like the young lady that's walking in front of me is walking by herself, but I'm assuming you probably just got off work or something. Hello? Yeah. And, but anyway, it's not too bad right here because we got a lot of the security cameras out here and so forth. Turn up here and I go over to the bridge area, get out of BGC. There's a little spot there. I need to be more careful. It gets darker over there too. Let's see. Greetings from North Carolina. McConaughey. Bro, I'm from North Carolina too. What part of North Carolina are you from? I was staying over near Raleigh. Is this the one that was from... No, that was a different one. There was a guy from Monroe, North Carolina last time in here. I'm going to try to... Well, I was going to try to. I don't want to wait for those people. There's a 7-Eleven here. Maybe get some more of my little nicotine things, but I can wait. I don't have to get them right now. I can get some more later. Those nicotine pouches. Yeah, what part of North Carolina are you from? Are you the Monroe guy? The guy that said he was from Monroe? Because I don't think that, I think it was a different guy. Can't remember his name. But I don't think it was McConaughey. Hey pal, meatball prods. What's up, bro? I remember meatball prods a long time ago. What you up to? Meatball. Hold on. Meatball. I think you're from somewhere in Asia. Indonesia? I think Indonesia, am I right? Ah man, this freaking bag. I'm trying to tote this bag at the same time. Oh, let me get right here. Okay, here we go. So, show you where I'm walking at now. So, we're starting to leave the BGC area. The BGC area is super safe. You have security guards all over the place out there. You have security cameras all over the place. It's a very nice place. Now that we're walking out of BGC area, we're walking into Makati. So Makati's straight ahead, which is very popular. Foreigners love Makati, the nightlife, you know, and all that kind of crap that I don't really go too much. But I am going to try to do some videos out there, some more videos. I've done some before, but I'll try to do some more videos for people about Makati. And over on the other side of the highway there, that's Taguig. And actually, BGC is part of Taguig. So that whole area is Taguig, but this is more the poorer side of Taguig, and that's the richer side of Taguig. What's up, Oz? How's it going, bro? We got some artwork up here. I wouldn't say this area is that dangerous, but still, you still want to be careful. I don't like somebody walking behind me unless I feel like they're, you know, cool. If I feel like they're not cool, I get them to walk past me. I'll move over and let them walk by. But yeah, I think most people are pretty cool. Let's see, I remember this place I know, I was thinking about that too, Samos. When I get too close to the home, there's a place that I'll probably lose reception. We're gonna stop here. Have y'all seen this place yet? This place is open 24 hours. And I think call center people work here, I believe. This is one of many places where workers go, call center workers and so forth. But let me get down the stairs here, steps. Have y'all seen this? Ooh, I missed one of the steps. Anyway, have y'all seen this spot? It's a pretty chill spot. This looks really good to me. This is a really good place to get burgers. They got really good burgers. They're not that cheap though. These are about $6. $3.29, $3.59. That's about $6. And you see the drink, peach Daladine. Daladine is sort of like lime. Yeah, the Daladine is sort of like lime. This red iced tea, I think, is pretty good. They got garlic rice. chicken skin. You can get that out on the streets too. And we got super healthy over here, rise and shine. Show you some of the food over here. Got some healthy dishes up here. And those are about $3, $4 American dollars. Would be about $3 and something. Now I am gonna say it's not gonna be a lot of food because I got one of these. And yeah, it's about $3. Then you got some eggplant going on, some chicken Caesar wrap, mango drink. That looks good. I'm not even a big mango person. But anyway, there you go. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, check this. There it is. Grab food, Food Panda. They deliver it right to your condo or hotel room, wherever you're at. Hey. Ozzy, just thinking Ozzy. Everybody loves Ozzy, man. Like I was telling you, Ozzy, Baylor, she said, I've been looking for you for 4 months, Mike, trying to figure out where your channel was because I changed my name about 4 months ago. And she said she finally found it, and then she asked me about, where's Ozzy? I said, well, he was in here yesterday, Baylor. I said, grasshopper. Yeah, and just to let everybody know, Baylor is over in the USA. She is a girl. And, man, it's getting loud in here. It's getting really loud. Anyway, she's a young girl. She can't do live stream. Her parents won't let her do live stream. But she's got 2 channels that she's working on. Yeah, it's very dark in here, guys. I'm gonna put my front on. Now, if I do lose signal, I will, the live will be over because it will not reconnect. I don't think. If it reconnects, we'll keep it on, but I doubt it will. If I see the number get to 0 on the people, then I'm gonna turn everything off. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, it happened before. I lost signal out here. So I'm guessing it will be the same way. There's the Taguig. Yeah, it's not that dangerous here, bro, but you know, if we go to the other side of Manila, a different area, yeah, some areas I probably wouldn't go into, even though I told Eve I would. She's like, you're crazy. I'm not going with you. But I've done that in the USA too, man. I went out to some bad areas in Detroit, different place, New York, Detroit, back home in North Carolina, some bad areas too. And this is usually about the spot it goes out. I don't know. Actually, since I have to go straight and I'm not going that way because the gate's closed, I usually go through that gate. Maybe the signal won't go out. That does look a bit dangerous, Mike. Yeah, a little bit. But this is it's a pretty good neighborhood. loud because I'm at the highway. But this is sort of a middle class neighborhood that I'm at. And for the Philippines, you know, it might not look like middle class for USA, but for the Philippines, this is sort of a middle class area. But we're at the highway, so you got all this graffiti going on out here. We got to get into the neighborhood part. We'll be turning left up here soon. Ay, ay, ay. My legs are starting to hurt. Been walking for at least 7 hours today, Ozzy. Ay, ay, ay. And I got to go get my video put out for tonight. It's going to be a good one. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. I like this little scooter. That's why I put my camera on it. But anyway, Baylor, I thought it was Taylor. Dude, I think she used to be Taylor and then she changed to Baylor, I believe. I think her real name really is Taylor, but her mom wants her to, you know, change her name, so she went to Baylor, and then you started calling her Grasshopper. I'm surprised she didn't change it to Grasshopper. Samo says, oh yeah, we already read that part. Okay, so yeah, this is basically a middle-class neighborhood for the Philippines, I would say. See how quiet it is? There ain't nothing crazy going on, but there is a couple of dogs out here that I don't like. There's a German Shepherd over there. Speaking of German Shepherds, he's either German Shepherd or a police dog or something. I don't know what he is. Anyway, hello. And then let's see, Ozzy, when are you going to the Philippines? So I'm just about home. Just about. I got a bunch of cats there. Interesting. And then you got another dog over here. He's not too bad though. But hey! Okay, I think we're back on. Okay, so there was another dog around the corner, and the other dog decided to try to attack me. I had that bottle of water. He's not a really tough dog, but he thinks he's tough. So I threw the bottle of water, I threw the water on him, at him, and he ran off. The water scared him and he ran away. So that's what happened. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, there was a couple of dogs I was worried about. I wasn't worried about that one laying down, but the other one I didn't see him. He was around the corner. Yeah. Scared the bejesus out. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, we don't have like the super mean dogs usually, except for that one German Shepherd. Well, we have some. We do have some, but we don't have a lot over here. But in this neighborhood, I know 3 that are, I'd say, very mean that I've met. Yeah, in this neighborhood. And like I said, I've been walking at least 7.5 hours, 8 hours maybe. And that was the most danger I had out of my 7.5 to 8 hours, probably about 8 hours to be honest with you. We'll go with 8 hours today. Walking 8 hours today, and that was the most danger I had at the last second. But yeah, I made it home. My goodness. And I think that's the most dangerous thing over here in the Philippines is having to worry about a dog that might have rabies. I mean, they don't have a lot of really mean dogs here. I'd say 95% are nice, but you know, I'd be worried about if a dog has rabies because I know somebody that got bit and the dog had rabies and they passed away. So that's why I say it. And that was Eve's brother. Yeah. I thought you were watching your demise, Mike. Nah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm not scared of that small dog, but if I have to kick him in the face, I have to kick him in the face. But I just threw water at him and he left. You know, I mean, I shouldn't say that, I guess, but anyway, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to protect yourself. You know, but no, I figured you scare them, they'll run away. I scared them with water. Not even a bottle. It was the water. You need to download this and play that part, dude. It might actually turn into a short. But yeah, it's gonna go to it's gonna be on here recorded, so I can go and play the part and watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll check it out. I keep saying I'm gonna watch stuff, but I keep forgetting. But yeah, I'll try to watch that. It's funny. It's funny. Anyway, yeah, we survived. But yeah, I would hate to get rabies over here though. I'll tell you that. That would suck. And that's probably the my biggest my biggest scare, would be that in the Philippines. Yeah, that would be my number one scare is getting rabies. Ay ay ay. So, and my bag tore, bro. Look at that. Freaking tore whenever I was trying to um, protect myself, basically. Hey, so now we're gonna go back to the room. All right. Eve's brother passed away from rabies. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, he had the shots. It was just too late by the time he got the rabies shot. But yeah, he was very, and I don't know exactly how long the process took before he winded up going to the doctor. They have places here that are just for rabies. I'm assuming he probably went to one of those centers to get the rabies shots instead of going to the hospital. Because I see those off. I've seen, well, I wouldn't say often, but I've probably seen just as many of those than I've seen hospitals. About the same number of those rabies places. So yeah, you definitely got to be careful. Yeah, I was in the elevator, so that's why it went out. I'm surprised it stayed on. But yeah, so yeah, and she was really close to him too. They were both very young, and I mean, I don't know what the process. You might know, Samos. I don't know if it's like if you can catch it in time and survive. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can. Back in the office, I guess you can catch it in time, stop it in time, and survive. I guess, but I don't know how fast you got to do it. But he was very young when it happened. Toddler basically. I think it was maybe 8 years old, maybe. Anyway, yeah, I don't try to think too much about negative things. That's why I don't really focus on things like that. Try to stay positive and think positive, and and I try to put bad thoughts out of my head, you know. I've seen a lot of bad things in my life, you know. if I kept all those thoughts in my head, bro, yeah, I'd probably be depressed. Let's see, survival rate after 72 hours is low. Oh, okay, if you don't get the shots before the 72 hours, what is that, 24? It's like 3 days. If you don't get the shots within 3 days, then you probably won't live. Is that what you're saying? But if you get the shots within 3 days, then it's the opposite. It's a good chance you're alive. I don't know. Let's see. Ozzy says 98% fatality rate with untreated rabies. Oh yeah, I would assume it'd be close to 100 if they weren't treated at all. But I know he was treated, but maybe it was past the 72 hours. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming it took a while. This is back when things, um, weren't. I mean, you know how it is. In the old days, you didn't have as much stuff as you do nowadays, and, and stuff like that too. And I don't think they realized that that it happened. You know, his parents, I don't think realized that it happened. But it's very sad, because she was very close to him. That was, they were like buddies. They were about the same age back then. But we're talking about almost 30 years ago in the Philippines. I don't know how things were back then. They just put one of those dolly stores out there. She just told me, out there where they live. Dolly is like an Aldi's in that little small town that she lives in. They just put one of those there um, like a week ago. They've been building it for about a month, and they already got it up and running. Yeah. Symptoms usually appear 2 to 3 months after exposure. So there you go, bro. I mean, the signs weren't even showing, I guess. I'm gonna tell you this. My daughter, she was around a bat in her room. It went through the window and went into a room. And I mean, I got rid of the bat, but it was flying in her room while she was asleep at night. And I was like looking on Google trying to figure out what to do. And when I looked on Google, it said that saliva might get on her and she'd get rabies just from saliva, even if it doesn't bite her. So I decided I did not want her to have rabies, and I decided to go get her the shots. Now, is it the best thing to do? I don't know, but I didn't want to take any chances just in case. So that same day, I took her to the hospital, and she got the rabies shots just in case. I think it's a very slim chance, but I didn't want to take any chance. How many siblings does she have? She's got three sisters, and she's got one brother. And the one I just told you about that passed away. It can be a rough life out there in the province, man. Especially if you don't have money. And she's not like a super poor family. I mean, her family is okay. Her dad, was it her dad? Her grandpa. Her grandpa was like one of the higher people in the schools. He was like, I don't know what they call it, superintendent of the school system or something like that. He was one of the higher people. But he also helped a lot of people. He gave a lot to other people in in the town and everything to help other people out. So if he didn't, if he wasn't a given person, then okay. Yeah, the battery died. The battery died and it is late, so I'm going to go take a shower and get some sleep. But anyway, yeah, her grandfather was very nice, and he gave land. He gave the land to somebody. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, yeah, he was just a nice person. That's what I wanted to get to. But anyway, who's in here? Who's still left in here? Yeah, I just had to plug in here. And matter of fact, yeah, I'm coming. I got your chicken, babe, right here. Who's in here right now? Anybody? It's probably you, huh? Are you lying?
Earlier, I was in the
It says one person. Oh, I guess it's Samos. Okay. All right. Good night, Samos. I appreciate your generosity tonight, brother. Thanks a lot, man.
Aiden my dog.
No, a dog didn't bite me. We'll talk about it in a second. Take care, Samos. I hope you have a good day. Thanks a lot.